Welcome to Read With Us. In this series, we'll explore books from My AAC Literacy Journal to build communication and literacy skills together. Each read aloud is designed to support AAC users and create meaningful reading experiences. Here are a few helpful hints before we begin. Make sure you have a copy of My AAC Literacy Journal. Ask your PRC-Saltillo consultant for a free copy, or go to aaclanguagelab.com and download it. Don't forget to download the supplemental resources and materials, including smart charts, writing templates, and more. And one more thing. If you are reading with emergent learners, use the shared reading strategy. Read the text on the page and then stop to make a comment, ask a question, and respond to your AAC reader. Make connections between what they say and the story. Model without any expectation and see what happens. Words to model during this read-aloud story include she, they, is, are, learn, learning, not, teach, teaching, swim, scary, shark, sharks, and ocean. Of course, feel free to model other words either instead of or in addition to these words. Most of all, have fun. Conventional learners are ready to read for a purpose. Use the anchor, read, apply strategy. Build background knowledge by talking about the book and setting a purpose for reading. Then read the text straight through. Afterwards, do something with the information learned in the book to strengthen comprehension. Complete a story map or a writing project. Don't forget to have fun, too. Now it's time to read with us. We are lucky to have my friend Natasha reading with us today. Okay, Natasha, they are all yours.
Thank you for inviting me to read to you today. We're going to read a biography. That means it's a book about a real person's life. So we're going to learn facts about that person and what they did. Today's story is called Shark Lady, the true story of how Eugenie Clark became the ocean's most fearless scientist. Written by Jess Keating and illustrations by Marta Alvarez Miguens. Take a look at the cover of our book. How can you tell that this book will be about sharks? It was Saturday, and Eugenie wanted to stay at the aquarium forever. She wanted to smell the damp, salty air and stare at the glittery rainbow of fish. She wanted to keep watching her favorite animals, the sharks. Eugenie pretended she was walking on the bottom of the sea. What would it be like to swim with her sharks? To breathe underwater with gills of her own? More than anything, she wanted to find out. When the summer came, Eugenie's mother took her to swim at the beach in Atlantic City. Stuffing sticky gum in her ears to keep the water out, Eugenie dove down, down, down. The salt stung her eyes, but she didn't want to miss a single fish. Constellations of sea stars speckled the pebbled sand. She imagined a silvery fin standing strong on her back, slicing through the ocean current. To others, sharks were ugly and scary, but Eugenie knew they were beautiful. As she glided through the cool water, she wished everyone could see sharks through her eyes, but the sharks were only in her mind for now. Eugenie decided to learn everything she could about them, so she dove this time into books. Whale sharks, nurse sharks, tiger sharks, lemon sharks. Eugenie wanted to know about them all. She also joined the Queens County Aquarium Society as its youngest member. Eugenie's notebooks filled with sharks. They swam in her daydreams and on the margins of her pages. At home, Eugenie's mother surprised her with an aquarium of her own. A 15-gallon tank was much too small for sharks, but Eugenie saved her allowance to buy guppies, clownfish, and coral red snails. It felt as big as an ocean in her room. Their small apartment became an aquarium, a laboratory, and a sanctuary. As she grew older, many were still telling Eugenie what to do. Forget those sharks. Be a secretary. Be a housewife. Eugenie wanted to study zoology, but some of her professors thought women weren't smart enough to be scientists or brave enough to explore the oceans. And they said sharks were mindless monsters. Eugenie knew better. Her dream was as big as a whale shark. So again, Eugenie dove. She plunged into every course she could. Her laboratory became her home. From sunrise to sunset, she studied how fish grow, how they behave, and how they were put together, both inside and out. Despite all the people who didn't believe in her, Eugenie was becoming one of the smartest students in her field. Even after she earned her degree, many still doubted her. But Eugenie's work was just beginning. Eager to make discoveries of her own, Eugenie finally dove into the open ocean. In the Red Sea, Eugenie collected hundreds of fish, including 3 new species that had not been discovered before: Red Sea sand diver, Bardzinia pipefish, volcano tripplefin. On a research mission exploring the Palau Islands, Eugenie was diving alone when she encountered her first ever wild shark. She wasn't afraid. Instead, she thought it was beautiful. In the Isle Mujeres, she dispelled the myth that sharks must keep moving to stay alive when she swam through dark caves, still and silent, full of resting sharks. Eugenie's daring heart grew bolder with each dive. Soon, they began to call her Shark Lady. Eugenie had proven she was smart enough to be a scientist and brave enough to explore the oceans. As her courage grew, she began to love and understand her beloved sharks more and more. But she never forgot. Many still believed that sharks were mindless killers. Because of their scary reputation, humans were hunting sharks all over the world. Eugenie knew that sharks weren't stupid or mean. She was determined to prove everyone wrong. This newspaper says, "Danger, shark spotted," and these cans of soup say shark fin soup. Yuck! Eugenie fished through her mind and devised a brilliant experiment. Could she train a shark the way a person trains a dog? Were sharks much smarter than anyone knew? They were. Eugenie was the first scientist in the world to train sharks, and even learned they could remember their training for at least 2 months after. Sharks were not mindless killers. Sharks were beautiful. Sharks were smart. They deserved to be studied, protected, and loved. And Eugenie's dream was now a dream come true. The end.